Hi, and welcome to North Girl Gone South. My name is Helen. I am excited about the Pumpkin Decorating Challenge. This challenge is hosted by Unicorn Dust Designs and crafted by Corie. My DIY is using 3 Dollar Tree pumpkins, and I printed out the little gloves. I believe it was a Mickey Mouse. I traced them. I cut it out on poster board, so I had 6 hands and 3 pumpkins. I have some embellishments because one of my pumpkins is going to be a girl. You don't have to. You can embellish them the way you want, but I took off all the burlap off the front, the raffia bows, the little sunflowers and pumpkins. I painted them all the same color orange, and I used the black for the jack-o'-lantern faces. So what I'm going to do first, I did sand the fronts because I like when the backs are finished. So I try to use the front of the signs for most of my DIYs if I could get away with it. So I'm going to paint all 3 of the pumpkins this harvest orange because it's the closest color to pumpkin that I found, and when it dries is actually a nice darker orange. I do use 2 coats on each pumpkin, and the stems on the pumpkins I just use a brown acrylic, and I did 2 coats on that too. I'm not going to torture you with me painting the 3 pumpkins because you guys know how to paint. This is a really easy and cute DIY. I don't really decorate that much for Halloween anymore, but because my kids are older. But when I did do more along the line of a cuter Halloween than scary. But if you are interested in seeing more of my Halloween or fall DIYs, you can go to my YouTube channel, North Girl Gone South. And if you're interested in seeing more, especially that Christmas is coming up, subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I have a bunch of DIY videos on my channel right now. Now, each pumpkin is going to have a different face. I used 2 of the taller pumpkins, 1 of the shorter pumpkins, and the shorter one is going to be the middle pumpkin, and that's going to be my female pumpkin. I gave her some eyelashes to make her look a little pretty. Now, these are going to be hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil pumpkins. And since she's got the pretty lashes, I'm not going to cover up her eyes. She's going to be the speak no evil pumpkin. And then I'll do the other 2. So what I did to draw their face, I hand drew it. You could print something out and trace it. If you have a Cricut or a silhouette, you could cut their faces out in vinyl and put it on. I just took, honestly, that's a wood floor marker from Dollar Tree. That when you get scratches on your floor or on your wood cabinets, you just color them in. That's the black one. It came with a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. I did that to do the outline of all 3 of the faces because I'm probably not the neatest painter. So I made the outline with the black floor marker. I would have used a Sharpie, which you can use a Sharpie if you have one. You can use a pen, a pencil, or anything, just so that I could freehand it and then color it in with the paint. If you have a Sharpie, you actually could probably color it in with the Sharpie. But this marker is from Dollar Tree, and it's a generic floor marker. It actually worked pretty good for what I used it, but it's probably not the best marker in the world. So she's going to be the Speak No Evil. And then he'll be one of the others. All three of them will be. It comes out really cute. Like, I'm obsessed with the Speak No Evil, See No Evils, and Hear No Evil, just because I was always entertained by that. Monkeys. I always saw that and thought of me and my two brothers. I guess that's why the Speak No Evil has the bow. But I'm happy to do this challenge. I think it was a cute idea. And pretty soon, Christmas DIYs are coming up. I do have one other Halloween DIY video if you're interested. And I do have a handful of fall. I'm assuming since I did basic triangle eyes, I am making these jack-o'-lanterns pretty basic. You could make them as fancy as you want. I'm not good at the fancy. But you could do fancier eyes, fancier mouths. He's going to be the See No Evil because he's basic eyes. And then the next one will be Hear No Evil. But when I watch the unicorn dust designs on a regular basis, and I love her DIYs, and when she announced she was doing the challenge, I thought it was a great idea, and I thought it was a great opportunity to do a video and try my hand at something Halloween, since I don't do Halloween on a regular basis. Now, I glued the bottoms. I'm going to glue the bases back to each pumpkin. And to keep them stable, I put the Jenga blocks, the tumbling tower blocks, behind each pumpkin. So I did use hot glue to glue the pumpkin back to the base, but I didn't feel like it was 100% secure. So I did put a tumbling tower block behind each pumpkin to keep it steady so that it wouldn't tilt. I also did glue the three bases together, and I do put a little bit, because the pumpkins do overlap, maybe a half an inch. So I do glue the pumpkins to each other to try to make it as secure as possible. So you see there that all three of the bases are together. I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough room, but it fit perfectly. And now I'm going to glue the other two pumpkins. Sorry about the terrible angle, but I did purchase a new glue gun because this glue gun is terrible. I did purchase a Sure Bonder, and because there are so many DIYers that use it and rave about it. So let's see. But I glue, see that the pumpkin tilts a little bit? Because once you rip it out of the base, it kind of loses its tightness. It fits right back in, but it still has a little bit of play. So I do put the tumbling tower blocks on the back. And honestly, it made it perfectly secure after that. And then when I glued all three of the pumpkins that overlap together, they're fine. I don't have any issues. I put them on my coffee table. I put them on my fireplace. I mean, I don't have little kids running around. But I don't think if they got knocked off, possibly from my little puppy, she's not a puppy, she's 3, but she's little, I don't think it would come apart because I did put the extra blocks and glued it together. I mean, you can, if you want, you can make this scary. I don't know if See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil is that scary, but you can make the jack-o'-lanterns look a little scarier than I did. You could also do this with witches or ghosts. It doesn't have to be jack-o'-lanterns. I just did the jack-o'-lanterns because I thought they were cute. I do use my blow dryer to dry things. I don't own a heat gun, but the blow dryer works perfectly. I don't have any issues. It dries everything instantly. I do now put the little hands. I did trace a little bit of the hands so that you could see the detail with the black marker. And I got these. These were free printable on the internet. I just Googled cartoon white hands and these came up and they looked really cute, the little Mickey Mouse hands. So now you could kind of get an idea of what I'm doing with these guys. I love this. This is probably going to be, even though my other Halloween DIYs have some really cute, well, they're not really cute. They're a little more on the scary side. This one's definitely more on the cute side. But this is definitely more my style, the cutesy stuff. And I do like to keep things simple. If you do go to my page and watch my DIYs, I don't put a lot of ribbon and sparkly stuff and floofy, frilly stuff on my DIYs. I do keep them pretty basic, pretty simple, but you can always add to them. There's no shame in your game. You know, you want to put more ribbon, you want to put more bows, more flowers. This is the way I make it, the way I'm going to put it on my furniture in my house. If you have more of a frilly or over-the-top decoration style, by all means, add more to it. I reused 2 of the raffia bows for the end pumpkins. I did use the buffalo check. I made a tiny bow, and then I reused one of the sunflowers that I took off. I originally took off the pumpkin. And then the 2 end pumpkins, I just reused their raffia bows. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, but I still think it's absolutely adorable. Love it. I will show you completed pictures of it on my table in my fireplace. But if you like DIYs and my content, go to my page, watch my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And these blocks I did at the last minute. I added, because I glued the 3 stands together, where they met, I didn't feel totally secure. So I took 4 of the tumbling tower blocks and I did 1 on each where they met on each side. And then to even it out, I put 1 on each end. So it was sort of like a little riser, a little lift on the whole thing, but it was even. And then I go in with some brown paint to have it blend a little bit better. Because at this point, I mean, you could leave it with the raw wood, but I wanted, one of my little Jenga blocks fell off. Easy enough to fix. I just glue it back on. I need to get rid of that glue gun. I glue it back on. And then, like I said, the bottom, yeah, I'm sorry I show you guys upside down. Sometimes I don't know which way my camera's right side up or upside down, but you get the idea. This is where I go with the brown paint. You could leave it the raw color, but it'll probably drive me nuts. So it's just easier to throw some brown paint on the little blocks and call it a day. Another 2 seconds. I hit it with my blow dryer and we're all good. But I love this. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. This is my take on my jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. Thank you to Unicorn Dust Designs and Crafted by Corie for having this challenge. I had a ball. I loved the challenge and I loved the way this came out. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.